Initially, the phrase "I will divorce you" in our young family seemed daunting, extreme, and even threatening. However, over time it became a common occurrence. You might recall the tale of the boy who cried wolf, where he raised a false alarm, and when the wolves actually appeared, no one came to his aid. This analogy applies to marriage as well. Sadly, the constant use of divorce threats eventually leads to a desensitization where the words no longer hold their intended weight. During the initial stages of my pregnancy, I impulsively shouted the word divorce at my husband amidst a petty argument about unwashed dishes. I attributed my behavior to the effects of hormones and related issues. My spouse quickly apologized and attempted to pacify the situation, which led to me feeling satisfied and compassionate towards him. Consequently, I forgave him for his mistakes. Currently, our marriage is teetering on the brink of divorce. The arguments have intensified to a point where they can no longer be considered harmless. They mainly stem from our daily routines and a complete lack of understanding, as we seem to have opposing views on just about everything. Following another heated argument, I gathered some belongings and left with my 1-year-old daughter to stay with a friend. Shockingly, upon my return 2 weeks later, I discovered that my husband had changed the locks and packed the remainder of my possessions. When I attempted to enter, he informed me that I was no longer welcome in our shared residence. Consequently, I had to search for a new apartment to rent. Our argument was about something trivial, a typical household conflict. However, we hurled so many hurtful insults at each other that it's challenging to envision a future together. The final blow was the lock change incident. Now, my daughter and I reside in a rented apartment. I am still hesitant to initiate divorce proceedings while my estranged husband posts pictures on social media enjoying himself with our mutual female friends. He congratulates them on special occasions, sends virtual bouquets, and appears to be moving on. Meanwhile, I'm scraping together enough money to make rent payments. We have been together for 4 years, of which 2 were spent in wedlock. Our baby is now 1.5 years old. Over the last 6 months, my husband and I have been living like mere roommates. He departs for work at 8 a.m. while we are still asleep, and only returns late at night, by which time we are already asleep again. We no longer share evenings together, nor do we enjoy walks, celebrate holidays, or enjoy weekends as a family. Who would want a family situation like this? Despite advice from all quarters to keep our family together, I am left wondering, what is there to save, and for what purpose? In my opinion, it would be beneficial for our baby to see her father happy at least once a week, without being exposed to the loud arguments and feeling like a burden at our family gatherings. I am still grappling with my emotions, unsure whether to feel sadness, joy, or relief. It's a feeling that I am yet to fully comprehend, and time may be needed to gain clarity. Perhaps time will offer me the opportunity to try again, start anew, or put a definitive end to our relationship and marriage.